Today we're going to work on forming singular possessives. This means that we have one person or thing who is showing ownership of something. So for instance, in this sentence, the cousin owns the dog. So let's go through a few of these together. After Karen Filippelli went to Justin concert, she was too excited to sleep. It's probably Justin's concert. He owns it, so we'll add an apostrophe S. Cedric Diggory made a scrapbook about Costa Rica's. It's their tropical flowers. They're the ones who own them. The lifeguard's warning made Patrick Starr decide not to go kayaking after all. The warning belongs to the lifeguard. Now notice here it has these tips, like there's only one college student. So Lee Harper asked to borrow the college student's chessboard. Apostrophe S. So that's really all you're going to be looking for on these. Make sure you're checking the tips. Here we have Taurus with our apostrophe S. This is correct. We don't even need to mess with it. So this is all you'll be doing on these. So you're just double checking that your plurals and your possessives are correct. Now, on some of these, as we get a little further on, we're going to have to pay attention to, does one person own the thing or does two? Now, in all of these, they're singular, meaning only one person owns them, but it becomes a little trickier once we have multiple people. You'll also see issues when the words already end in S. Now, it used to be an old grammatical rule that you would just add an apostrophe and you wouldn't double up the S's. So, for instance, if I was talking about Mrs. Jones's house, you would just put an apostrophe at the end. Now the rule is to add an apostrophe S to those. Now, this one didn't give us any example of those, but you might run across some of those while you're doing it. Now we're going to look at apostrophes using others, and each others. Now, this is one where I think we start seeing things get a little trickier. Now, others, no apostrophe or anything, just means a group of people. So, Dave told the others, that group, about our secret plan. Others with an apostrophe at the end refers to a group of people who have shared ownership. Notice that it's not an apostrophe S, it's just an apostrophe. And then each others always has to have an apostrophe with it. So that's what you're going to go through on these to do. So Albus Dumbledore and his writing partner edit each other's. Now remember, it says you always have to have that apostrophe before the S for each other's, showing that correct possession. Because the word each shows something is singular, that's why we do that with that form of others. Again, each other's, that one's correct. That one is probably the easiest out of the three to kind of deal with. You can really just do that pattern recognition on it and not really have to think about them too much. Now here, William Shakespeare wanted the others' opinions before deciding which television to buy. Because the others possess the opinion, we put an apostrophe at the end versus just treating them as a group. Let's see if we can find an example of that other one. So here, while others don't like hula hooping, that group of people, Dwight Schrute thinks it's the best sport. So this one won't require any apostrophes on it. I hope this was helpful for you looking at possessives, especially looking at singulars, each others, and others with an apostrophe. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.